Behavior support can be incredibly expensive. We're talking about hundreds to thousands of dollars in unplanned expenses, on top of a situation that's already incredibly challenging. I want to talk a bit about how financial accessibility is baked into our business model. If you're already familiar with Best Life, you're probably most familiar with our mutual aid fund, the Best Life Accessibility Fund. But the way that we approach financial accessibility actually goes way beyond that. So if someone reaches out to Best Life Dog Services for support and says that finances are a concern for them, we send them our financial accessibility handout. These are the suggestions on that handout. The first is always to check your pet insurance. Many of our clients are able to afford behavior support because their insurance covers that cost. Next, we offer a blanket 25% discount to anyone who needs it, no questions asked. Those clients are able to use a coupon code for any of their purchases that immediately takes 25% off all services. If finances are still a barrier to support, even with that 25% off, we essentially run a pay-what-you-can model. Clients tell us what they can afford, and we give them a coupon code that covers the rest. And the services those folks are accessing are also being given that 25% discount. So for example, if the package is $400, they are being given a 25% discount, making it $300. And then let's say they can pay $100. They are given a $200 off coupon code to use when buying that package. And you might be wondering, where do those funds come from? Well, it depends. One of our veterinarians actually came up with this great idea where she takes a certain amount off of our services that we can then pass along into that part of the fund. Or sometimes people won't need to use the rest of their package, or something happens like their dog passes away, which is absolutely a situation where we would offer a refund, but instead they ask that those remaining sessions are passed along to someone else. In the past, the cash portion of the accessibility fund has sometimes been used to cover those services, but as requests increased in frequency and in amount, we wanted to shift things a bit so that the cash portion of the accessibility fund was really going to support people who were looking for access to external services. And so sometimes there's just a balance where no one is covering that amount, or I guess I'm covering that amount. It all shakes out in the end. So the accessibility fund is what gets more attention. It's what we talk about on social media because a big part of that is raising funds through social media. And so the accessibility fund is what we talk about most on social media because that's where we are fundraising as well. But I wanted to be sure to talk about this portion as well so that folks know if you need behavior support and finances are the barrier, there are options out there. We have never had to turn anyone away when finances were the only barrier for them.